As the way we work continues to change and businesses struggle to keep their employees free of burnout and of course engaged as well, organisations are turning to play as a powerful innovator and team connector. For more, I'm joined by Trudi Boatwright, experienced designer and play specialist at The Playful Way. It's wonderful to have you in studio with me. Tell us a little bit about how organisations are engaging with play in the workplace.
Well, what we're finding now is that businesses are doing things differently.
Okay.
And post-COVID, struggling with things like engagement, stress, burnout. So organisations are turning to different ways of doing things. So what they're finding is that being playful, using play, is a really clever way to not only do it, as we were just talking about before, with work, but also in work.
That's right. Well, it's hard because if you're the boss and you're going, well, I can't have my employees playing around, mucking around during the work hours.
Yes.
What would be your advice there to people who are trying to, I guess, integrate it?
Well, this is one of the reasons why organisations are taking up play. So, and I really want to stress the difference between playing and playful.
Okay.
Right? So playing is your air hockey table in the staff room, right? That's the fun activity for no superfluous reason.
Yep.
It's great to do, really fun. But what we're talking about is playful, and that's kind of a mindset and a way of doing things. And what we're finding is that we're all time poor, right? So organisations, we need to learn things, we need to learn it quickly, and actually by using play as a learning tool, it embeds the information a lot quicker and a lot longer.
So stronger as a learning mechanism as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what it does is it engages the experiential learning cycle. So what we do is we hold the learning, so the retention rate is up to 85%,
Nice.
compared to something like 16% if you read something. So as well as that, you're finding that staff members have fun. And by having fun, it keeps them engaged and it keeps them connected, which retention is a big problem. So really, organisations are now finding that they want to do playful activities, or they want to embed play in how they do things because it helps their staff learn, it keeps them stress-free, and it's a great way of doing things.
And not just tick a box, put it on LinkedIn, a photo, we had cupcakes for Are You OK Day, etc., and those sort of
That's right.
hollow things. So how does play stop us burning out, I suppose, if we could touch on that a little bit further and maybe get some examples of what you've seen organisations do?
Well, this is the exciting thing. So play has only been researched seriously in the last 50 years.
Okay.
And what they're finding is that actually the place in your brain that lights up, the middle of your brain that lights up when you're stressed, is also combated by play. So what they're thinking is that actually we're all so time poor that we're not playing enough, which is causing the stress. They're finding that there's a homeostatic response.
Interesting.
Yeah, so actually by playing more reduces our stress levels. It's one of the only 7 primal emotions that we're born with. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
We don't have to learn how to play. We all know how to do it. It's an evolutionary purpose in us.
I was really good at playing growing up, and it was always told, no, you need to do more study.
Yes.
And I did more study, and then I hated it, and it was terrible.
Yes, exactly. So as adults, we lose it, right? As kids, we all know how to do it. It's how we learn, and it's how we innovate.
Yeah.
And then we hit this adult point, and everyone says, oh, no, serious. But actually, the best way to learn and the best way to innovate is through doing exactly what we did when we were kids.
Well, let's talk about that a bit more and the difference between playful. How have you seen organisations introduce playful elements into their day seamlessly and boosted all of those wonderful things that you mentioned earlier?
Yeah, so it's really about looking at your process.
Okay.
So it's not about changing the way you're doing your work. It's about how do we take what we're already doing and add playful elements. And it can be as simple as, okay, we're having a meeting and let's add a slight competitive element, or let's have some kind of quiz, or let's shake things up. Even having a meeting where everybody changes seats every time you speak, or everybody stands up, even adding just something a little bit playful to add a touch of fun to things can make a huge difference.
I'm picturing a big boardroom full of, grumpy old people, and then they get up and change seats. So I think that could be quite a cute way to do it. And it is subtle, and it's small, and it's simple.
Exactly, and that's what I do. I go into organisations and I let them know that it doesn't have to be huge.
Yeah.
You don't know it. It's not clowning. It's not playing. It's playful, and it's tiny changes that you can make to keep everybody refreshed and happy. And it's great.
It sounds brilliant.
Yeah.
If people want to find out more, learn a little bit more about what we're talking about today on the program, and of course integrate it into their own workspaces, where's the best place to go? What would you recommend people do to start, maybe?
Well, if you want to start something small, start to look at your body, physicality, right? Adding a little touch of physicality. Come and find me if you want. And I'll come in and help you. But really just, it's actually starting the awareness. That's the smallest little thing that you can do. Have a think about how you're running running your meetings, how you're doing your work, and what is something little that you can add in that's playful. And also reconnecting to the way we used to play as children. We all have this lovely connection to children and play.
Yeah.
So
I'm definitely picking up what you're putting down, Trudi.
There we
if people
go.
want to find out more, where's the best place to go?
Come to me, find me on LinkedIn, Trudi Boatwright, or my website, trudiboatwright.com, and my organisation is called The Playful Way.
Wonderful stuff from you, and thank you for joining me in the studio.
Thanks for having me.
I'm already thinking of a few ways that I could bring play into the office, but hopefully you've learned something from my discussion there. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon. Remember, every day is play. All the best.
You're watching Ticker. We'll have more in just a few minutes.